Hey there, this is the Gryffindork returning for yet another Gryffindork Reviews. In case you haven't guessed from just my face in this video, I'm going to be reviewing a prop from a successful franchise that started out in a series of written stories and has since been adapted into a film, TV shows, and a popular series of video games, all of which contain magic, monsters, drama, and dragons. But no, I'm not talking about Game of Thrones, at least not this time. I'm talking about The Witcher, which was originally called The Hexer. In the mid-80s, Polish writer Andrzej Sapkowski wrote short stories about Geralt of Rivia, a magic-wielding monster hunter known as the Witcher, which were released in a sci-fi fantasy magazine at the time. These stories were collected and published in actual book form in the early 90s and were made into both a film and very short-lived TV series in 2001 and 2002 respectively, which was disliked by reviewers, fans, and even Sapkowski himself. Luckily, bombing on screen didn't stop fans from finding other ways to enjoy the series. In 2007, both the English edition of the Witcher book series and the first Witcher video game were released. While it took a few years for the book series to reach bestseller status, the game was a hit right off the bat. This popular single-player RPG spawned two more big hit sequels in 2011 and in 2015. The series has been so popular that Netflix decided to cash in on that success and give fans what they didn't even know that they wanted: a well-made live-action TV series based on the books and starring Henry Cavill. Yes, that Henry Cavill. But enough on the history lesson, onto the prop. What I'll be reviewing is Geralt's Witcher Medallion. This medallion, given to those who become Witchers, is a magical tool that detects spells, curses, magical beings, and magical auras. The books describe it as a round silver medallion with a picture of a wolf bearing its fangs on it, which is also the design that the upcoming Netflix adaptation has adopted. The original Polish film and TV adaptations ignored the round aspect of the medallion and used a wolf-faced pendant that looks like it has vampire fangs and no lower jaw. The games also went with a wolf head pendant, but luckily they designed this pissed off wolf-headed beauty instead, which has now become iconic for the Witcher series. While its design changed slightly with each Witcher game, the changes have been subtle enough that it's hard to tell much difference without doing side-by-side comparisons. Official replicas of the medallion were sold as keychains and necklaces in special edition sets and on the official website for $25 to $30, depending on whether or not you want its eyes to be able to light up. But what if you're like me and you want a more budget-friendly option? Then you're in luck, because the very same official necklace can be purchased on eBay, AliExpress, or Wish for anywhere from $2 to $10. It even comes in a small velvetish drawstring bag. The only catch is that it's a darker metal tint than what's shown on screen, even though I think the details make up for that. Some sellers even list the necklace as being black. Comparing it to the game version, the chain also seems a bit shorter than what you might expect. Although a trip to a hobby supply store and a pair of needle-nose pliers can fix that if it bugs you too much. Now I do have a little bit of a heads up for you. While this version of the necklace is the most common one you'll find, and it's also the closest option to the game version, there is a couple of similar looking versions out there that are usually labeled as silver or gold. I'm going to suggest you steer clear of these. While they may have a similar look to the wolf face, there's a reason you won't see many, if any, pictures of them from the side. This wolf face looks like it chased a few parked carts, or like Geralt bashed it in the face with a club. As long as you double check item descriptions and pictures, then you should be able to avoid the flat-faced phony and get your hands on this snarling souvenir instead. If you're a fan of the Witcher games, then I'm sure you're going to love this medallion. So that's all I have for this review. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it's helpful to somebody out there. Feel free to subscribe so you know when I post my next video, and if you enjoyed it, then please click that thumbs up so I know. If you have any questions or comments, then leave them below as well. See you next time.